Good afternoon, I'm Marchen, and you are watching MediaPlex Live at 1. Abuse allegations between residents have been reported at the Benwell Garden Care Center. On January 19, the Benwell Garden Care Center released a statement acknowledging the increased and emphasizing their zero tolerance policy on abuse. The home works in collaboration with physicians to deliver an appropriate treatment plan. A report released in January 2017 by Ontario Minister of Health and Long-Term Care highlights a frightened rise in abuse between residents, with more than 2,400 cases in 2015 and 1,300 case reports in 2016. The prolonged flu season is putting a major strain on Windsor Regional Hospital. Reporter Riona Yota joins me now with the details.
You know, Marge, a lot of people are getting the flu this year, and hospital officials say they are going to the wrong place.
Windsor Regional Hospital sees a big number of patients coming to the doors with the flu. Communications manager Steve Erwin says this flu affected a lot of people, and this season just happens to be a bad one.
So what we're seeing is a surge in patients coming to our emergency rooms. A number of them are coming with respiratory issues. That would be your flu, respiratory outbreaks of COPD complications, anything with breathing issues basically.
Erwin says waiting times to see the doctor are longer due to walk-in patients.
We usually get a bit of a surge in terms of volume around flu season. This is flu season currently. We're aware that this flu this year is maybe a little bit stronger in terms of the impact it's having than in previous years. So given that, we expect this could last for some time. So we're asking individuals to be patient.
Faith Gillespie, the manager of the gift shop, says it's abnormal even during flu season.
They've had to cancel surgeries to free up beds for the flu outbreak.
Erwin tells MediaPlex News there are some basic techniques to protect yourself from getting the flu.
So we're always very conscious of what they call hospital-acquired infections. And that means proper hand washing techniques. That means different things you do as staff and visitors to the hospital to protect yourself. So those are some precautions that can be taken. And if someone is unsure, they can always speak with a staff member and we can advise them.
The most vulnerable people are those aged 65 and up, along with the baby boomers, which are in fact the most affected. March?
Thanks, Yona. A new local theater company named Post Production opened their latest show called Doubt at the Shadowbox Theater on February 2nd. And I invite the director and founder into the studio to talk about their new production.
Okay, Faye, I got my first question to you. Why was post-production made?
Well, the mission of post-productions is to bring intimately staged, very intense, very realistic lives performed on a stage to the Windsor audience. The space we're using has 60 seats, so it's full immersion. And we're just trying to, do shows that we like and shows that can really make people think.
Okay, thanks. And Tova, I want to ask, what's the process been like bring the show to the stage from casting to rehearsal?
It's been really exciting and fun, actually, despite the serious subject matter of the play. We've had amazing talent come out for the auditions. It was really hard to choose because we had some fantastic folks show up, and I'm confident that those we chose are as good as anyone could be at interpreting these characters, and they've only grown and learned and blossomed throughout the process. What's exciting to me as a first-time director is they listen to what I have to say, and they seem to think they're benefiting from my notes. So I'm really thrilled. It's been a fun process.
And Faye, why is this show important to Windsor audience?
Well, I think that any form of art is important for any audience. And this show in particular, it's one of those shows that really makes you question your own perspectives, your own biases. And it's a relatable story, and they're relatable characters that you can really put yourself into and see yourself in, So I think that is important just for internal perspective.
And Toph, what's what's your experience in theater in Windsor, and how will doubt will add your experience?
Well, I'm very fortunate because I've had a chance to perform in a number of plays in Windsor. I did some work with Windsor Light Music Theater. I was involved in musicals, and then one straight play at Corda Theater, which is a phenomenal, small, creative theater. And what Doubt is giving me is the chance to direct, which I'm delighted to do. I'm a bossy person, but also I think I do have ideas and I'm able to convey them to actors in ways that work. And so for me, it's a tremendous growth experience beyond even what I had gained from a lot of super experiences before this.
Two local entrepreneurs have owned chains to grow their business thanks to generous donation. Reporter Todd Sharon joined us to explain.
March, Windsor Soup awards young entrepreneurs a $1,000 donated prize for their pitch. Each person in attendance paid a $5 entry donation, which got them salad, the right to vote for the evening's winning presentation, and of course, soup. And the award goes to Furnish Refurbish. While some were winning Grammy Awards on Sunday night, Colton Taylor and Cameron Snively, young entrepreneurs and co-founders of the small business, took home top honors and $1,490 in prize money at Windsor Soup. Their business is to take in old furniture to refurbish, restore, and resell at affordable prices.
We think the furniture is just way overpriced. We've been shopping with our parents and we see the prices. We just think it's ridiculous.
The duo turned an idea into reality.
Everyone values things differently, but they like to see that it's restored and it's being reused, and we're helping the environment at the same time.
The duo have been developing their business for just over 2 months and have been primarily using a Facebook business page along with Windsor's buy and sell on the social media platform.
Everyone needs furniture. It's a human need. So instead of throwing it out when it's done, when people don't need it anymore, we want to be able to use that and give it to people who are more in need for it.
Taylor says they will consider purchasing more professional equipment to repair product quicker and serve the community on a more efficient basis, thanks to Enactus Windsor's event.
Windsor Soup is a crowdfunding event where people from the community who either have anything from a social enterprise to a business can come and present for 4 minutes on what their project is, and in the end they are able to win however much money we make at the door, plus money from our sponsors.
Furnish Refurbish's target audience is anybody in the Windsor-Essex County, but they hope to help middle and lower class residents who want to pay less for furniture. March?
Thanks, Todd. Turning to the weather, today there is a high of -2, tomorrow will be a high of -4, and Wednesday there will be a high of 4. A local animal rescue group has been hosting unique events to raise awareness and funds. Windsor's first ever cat cafe was successful in doing both. Alisa Horben joined me now with the story.
Well, Marge, we were both there. We cuddled a few cats, didn't we? I actually adopted a cat from the Humane Society a few months ago, and he keeps me busy, but while I was there, I still thought about taking one home, another one. So I think it's very effective. First of its kind in the area cat events are calling attention to animal rescue in Windsor. Moggie's Mission is getting creative in their animal rescue outreach. Right on the heels of doing Windsor's first cat yoga, the mission had a 2-day cat cafe.
Everywhere in the world has to have animal lovers. It's something new and different. I think everybody feels good when they're able to give back to a good cause, and who doesn't like a warm cup of coffee on a cold day? So if there's cats involved, then it's kind of a win-win for everybody.
For $10, participants of all ages could grab a cookie, bottomless tea or coffee, and some kitty cuddles. There were also volunteers around to answer questions about the cats in the mission and adoption applications you could fill out.
Oh, I want all the cats. I'm already a crazy cat lady. I'm graduating soon, and I fully intend, as soon as I move out to my own place, to go and get at least 2 of my own. And I would love to volunteer something like this. When I'm done school and have a bit more time, I definitely want to contact them and maybe do a volunteer or a foster or something.
Sarah Zeman owns her own rescued cat and does everything she can in support of animal rescue. The event raised close to $3,000 and saw 2 cats find new homes. Scully says they will likely do another one.
We know that we can't rescue every animal, but when we put on events like this, everybody that's coming in, we're educating them. So our hope is that maybe even it's just one person who is thinking of buying an animal at a pet store, now they'll think about adopting one and rescuing one instead.
I think events like this are really effective because there's a greater chance of adoption when people have an interaction in person with the cat. So I think that really works. Back to you, March.
Thanks, Elisa. Who doesn't like kitties? I'm Martrin, and you have been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.